Hi, we're Chris and Susan Beasley, and thank you for coming through to check out this video. Now, if you've not met us before, I'm going to share a little of our story so that you can understand what we're going to be sharing with you today is really going to help you. So we're in our late 50s, early 60s, and 5 years ago, we took a decision to go online, to totally generate our income online. Now, why did we do that? Well, our traditional business was as management consultants and accountants. We worked with clients, and you know what? We were working the usual 60 hours a week, and we were totally at the beck and call of our clients, even on holiday. Now, whilst we earned a good income and we had many of the things that we really loved and enjoyed, we actually had no time freedom, and time was running on. And for us, it was important that we got to do the things we really and truly wanted to do. Our children had grown up and we wanted to travel the world. So one day we made a very serious decision, having done some research and found that we could generate an income online, and that's exactly what we do. And we want to share with you what we've learned so that we can shortcut your success.
Now, in this video, I'm going to go through, I think we got 9 points, I think there are. So stick with it to the end. Maybe grab yourself a pen and paper and write down each one as you go through so that you've got a really good idea of exactly the things that you need to research, look at, make a decision about, so that you can become successful in your online business. Now, the very first one is what we say, choose a profitable niche. What do we mean by that? We mean that choose a niche, choose a market, if you like, where you have products or services that you can sell that people want to buy. If you haven't got any buyers for your product, have the best product in the world, but you won't make any money. So the thing we need to say, first of all, is choose a huge market. Okay, choose a huge market. And secondly, within that market, you have to have a lot of hungry buyers. You have to have people who want what you're promoting and what you're selling. Now, Susan and I, we're in the online marketing, education, training and coaching business. Is that a huge market? You bet your life it's a huge market. You know, the internet is a phenomenal place to get customers and build leads and find people who are interested in your products worldwide. Doesn't matter what sort of business you are, the internet is the place to be. And therefore, you know, there are millions of people out there who are looking for online education, looking to how to build their business online and take their own business to the next level.
So the second point, which is really important, is you want to be able to give people who are looking content that is really going to help them, and you give it away for free, just like this video that you're watching right now. Now, if you're brand new and you're just researching and you're thinking, but look, I'm new and I don't have any content, just get rid of that thought straight away, because everything you learn, even what you've learned on this video today, is content. And you are just that one step ahead of a person who hasn't learned anything yet. Bear in mind, it doesn't have to be your own content either. It can be other people's content. You might have seen a training like this. You might have seen a video on YouTube. You might have read some content online. All of that can be shared with someone else, and it doesn't have to be yours. It doesn't have to be something you've generated for yourself. And the way that you can share it are many, many different ways. You can write that content, share that content on a blog. And if you don't know what that is at the moment, don't worry, we can share that with you. You might want to record a video just like this, or even record an audio. You may have heard of iTunes, you may have heard people recording podcasts. It's not something that's difficult, and you can share any kind of content that your market are looking for.
So Susan said, she mentioned the word blog. So you need to have what we call a strong presence or a strong base online. Somewhere where people can come and find out about you and find out about what you do. So what we suggest you do is you have a blog or a website. Okay, they're one and the same thing, just called different things by different people. Now, you can use that blog or that website to share the content Susan was just talking about. But the thing is, a lot of people go, oh, I don't know how to build a blog. I don't know how to do that. I did that when I first started, but I did build one. But, you know, nowadays, a lot of programs have a blog or a website already built for you, just ready to go. So you don't have to worry about the technology. You just add yourself a bit of content.
So what is the next thing that's really important for you? Well, bearing in mind what we told you about the hungry market, you need to select or create, if you want to, products that you can believe in. And that means you need to find a program or a suite of products that you believe in yourself, that you know will work, and you are 100% confident selling. Now, when we first came online 5 years ago, the program that we worked did exactly that. Sadly, what happened over time was that the products that they were selling and on which we were earning commissions and sharing with the worldwide audience were not kept up to date, and therefore our integrity and our honesty said to us, we can't carry on promoting those products because it just isn't right. So you do have to add your values to that as well. So we want you to make sure that you look for a range of products at different price points, and this is really important, so that you can have a customer base of repeat buyers. And better than that, if you are using somebody else's products, it's a fantastic way to build your business success online. You get paid good commission levels. And one thing we're going to suggest to you is you look for products that are going to earn you a commission of at least 50%.
Now we're moving on now. So we've now got our blog, we've got our suite of products, and we've got our hungry market. So the thing we need to do now is find people who are interested in our stuff and want to buy it. So we need to get what we call traffic. Okay, so we need to find the right traffic sources. Now, in essence, there are two basic traffic sources. There's free traffic and paid traffic. To be honest, which one you start out with will depend on whether you have a marketing budget or not. But you do need to understand that all traffic will cost you something. It's either going to cost you time or it's going to cost you money. So that's the first thing. Secondly, once you've decided whether or not you're going to use free or paid traffic strategies, then you need to find a specific way, a specific strategy, I'm going to call it, that will work for you. You need then to learn it, become a master at it, okay? Because once you do that, you've got a forever traffic source that you control, basically. You know, the thing is that don't choose something that you hate doing. Okay, so let's give you a really silly example. If you don't like shooting videos, don't do video marketing. Okay, that's an example. If you don't like writing, don't use article marketing, because that involves writing articles. So the thing is, you have to find something that you love doing and that you can become good at quite quickly and quite easily, so that it doesn't become a chore and that you will do it consistently on a daily basis, if you like. Now, Susan and I we use both paid and free strategies, and I'd suggest to you that it's a good goal for you to set for the longer term, because it will give yourself more than one traffic source, and the last thing you want to be left with is one traffic source.
Oh, we've been there and done that, trust us. That's why we're sharing that with you. Now, the important thing is about your budget and your costs. You know, we're accountants, so we certainly know about that. And why are we sharing that with you? Because it's important that you have a budget for how much you're going to spend on that traffic, your marketing, which is going to generate leads for your business. And one of the things that our mentor told us when we first came online, and we had that shared with us many, many times over, is that you really and truly must reinvest a portion of your profits back into your business so it continues to grow. And that means both paid and free traffic. Make sure that you've got enough income to cover your monthly expenditure. So if you're brand new and just starting out in your first business, we're going to suggest, in fact, very strongly suggest, unless your circumstances dictate otherwise, that you start part-time. It's exactly what Chris and I did, and that gave us a strong budget, if you like, for our marketing, and the comfort of knowing that we were able to grow our business while we did have money coming in to cover our bills. Now, I'll share a little story with you, if I may, and that's a couple of years ago. We heard that a lady called Sharon Lecter, and if you don't know who she is, she's the co-author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad with Robert Kiyosaki. She was coming to speak in London, and I was absolutely determined that I was going to meet her. And when I did, I got the opportunity to interview her and ask her advice on getting started in your home business. And the key point was, she said, absolutely, you must start part-time, because for all the reasons I've already said, it gives you some comfort while you're learning new skills and generating an income in a brand new business. So that's her recommendation. She's the expert, and we can tell you from our experience, we would suggest that you do that too.
So we're going to talk to you about the biggest asset your business is ever going to have, and that is your list. Okay, so this one, the thing you need to write down here is build your list. Okay, it's absolutely crucial that you obtain details, and the minimum we suggest is an email address, of people who have expressed an interest in what you're doing. Now, why is that? Because you need to be able to build a relationship with those people. You need to be able to market to them on a regular basis, so that when they're ready to buy, they'll buy from you. Because the thing you have to remember is that most people are not ready to buy your stuff, if I can call it that, the first time they see it.
So what do you need to do? Well, you need to use a system. Well, why is that? Well, we have two reasons why you should use a system. First of all, if you are brand new, then your first objective, of course, is going to be to start making some sales and earn some money as soon as possible. And think about it, you don't have all the skills at the very beginning to create those kind of sales. Of course, when you get more experience and your business is growing and you do it full time, you don't want to be having it turning into a job either, do you, Chris?
No, absolutely.
You know, you seriously need some kind of automation that a system will give you, so that you're not doing everything yourself and you are making sales and making money consistently on autopilot.
You know, because the one thing you have to remember, just like us, when we started online, the prime objective of building your online business is to be able to have freedom. To be able to have freedom and not work like we were 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, as when we were consultants and accountants. You know, the whole objective for us, and I suggest for you as well, is to get freedom. And that's why that automation is so important. Now, I just want to explain to you very quickly, while we're talking about systems, that there are in actual fact two types of system. The first one is what we call the DIY system, okay? And the second one is what we call the expert system. Now, as you get more experience, you're going to use both, just as we do. But when you get started, you have to use what I've just mentioned, the expert system. This is one that's been created by people who are experienced marketers, people who know what they're doing, people who know how to make money online. So you will use their system because you know that that system will make sales for you. You know it will make money for you, and it's one that you can use, and while you're using it, you're learning from it at the same time. Because the thing is if you try and learn everything you need to know at the beginning, before you start marketing and before you start making money, I can tell you that two things will happen. Firstly, you won't ever make any money. And secondly, you'll quit before you get there.
So there you have it. That's our 9 steps to your online success formula. But just one more thing before we go, and it's a key point. You have to make a decision. And that decision is either to get started if you haven't started yet, or to make it happen if you haven't achieved what you want to achieve. And if you want to find out what Chris and I do, then there's a link just below this video where you can do just that.